So you have a wonderful reading here. I have to say that it is always a good omen when I pull the card that represents that sign for which I'm reading, and I did do that, and it's at the core of your reading. I pulled the star. So your main energies are Two of Pentacles in reverse and the star upright, and so the star represents Aquarius. So I do think that this means, Aquarius, that you will be in your own element in the month of November. So somehow I feel that November is important for you. It's important to make maybe some new, there might be actually a wish coming true. First of all, there is something very optimistic coming in, or something very positive coming in. But then also there is this hope and bright outlook for the future. So I would say that maybe in November you might get some idea or inspiration, insight into something, and you will carry this with you into the future, and this will be very positive for you. With the Two of Pentacles in reverse, this is it's normally a card of change. Now when it's upright, it's a card of change, and it would normally mean a multitasking or juggling several projects, several jobs, several relationships. So you're quite capable, because you're aware that this juggling will not be able to last for long. Now when this is in reverse, this tells me that you avoided a necessary change in your past. So there was something that needed to be done, and you didn't deal with it. So because when this is in reverse, this is all pretense. It's like you're pretending everything is all right, and it's not. Not everything is all right, Aquarius. So do pay attention where it is where you need to adjust. You need to adjust something, your expectation, need to adjust some situation requires immediate adjustment, I would say, and this will be for the better, because with the star here, as I said, this is a possibly, when you do that, there's a possibly a dream coming true, or at least an insight into an issue maybe that was part of your life for a long time. And with these Two of Pentacles in reverse, this also might mean that some of you might be receiving something in writing. So either a letter or an email, and you know, many times it's not all that pleasant. So maybe this is where the adjustment will have to come from, I think, and possibly it could be related to relationships, or as Pentacles suggest, money, business, finances, savings, investments, real estate, and all that material things. But as I said, with the star, there is this prospect of, or promise of a bright future and optimism. And then what's influencing you from your recent past is the lovely Two of Cups. And so this is wonderful to see. So this is, of course, card of love. It means soulmate. It means usually engagement or marriage. And for those of you who are not interested in a love reading, this relates very well to business, because overall Two of Cups means balance and harmony. So harmonious relationships, whether love or business. It means two parties coming together in an agreement. So maybe you recently were involved in some kind of contract, or whether it's again business or love, or some kind of negotiation or agreement, and this is what's influencing you here in the month of November. And then going forward with the Hermit, this is your near future. You will be going on this quest of you'll be seeking higher knowledge, or you'll be seeking truth. You might be, some of you, the younger of you, you might be looking, or you might be deciding on which path to take. Let's say when it comes to your professional life, your career, or be deciding to, when it comes to a course of study, or like what to specialize in, and that kind of thing. And why I think November is important, because with the star at the core of your reading, and then going forward, if you notice the Hermit, he holds his lantern, and he has the star in the lantern, so the star is shining on his path. So there might be coming in for you in November that will stay with you for a long time to come, going forward. As I said, this could be an idea, an insight, a breakthrough of some kind, some idea you might have, an inspiration, a decision, and you will stick with it for the foreseeable future. I would say within the next 9 months, or up to September next year. This is quite important here. So all this higher learning, higher knowledge, being almost to the point where you're perfectionist and you're seeking the right path. There's a strong connection to Virgo, or people born under the sign of Virgo. And also some of you might feel like you want to withdraw from society, you want to be alone, you might feel like you want to read, you might feel like you want to watch movies, or so that's where this inspiration, the light of the star, that's where it might come from. It's like this need to withdraw into a different kind of life. As for your foundation, well, with the Knight of Swords, this is your own element. This is air sign energy. So this could be another Aquarius. So this could be you, or a Libra, or a Gemini. But overall, this is what you're operating from in the month of November. There is this. It's almost like you're making a decision and you're charging ahead. You know exactly what it is you want, and you have this extraordinary force, and you're just charging ahead. Now, caution here is to perhaps not to come across too aggressive, not to come across too abrupt, not to lose your temper. Do not get involved in any kind of disputes or conflicts, because that could be easy actually with this energy. But the positive thing here is that you actually might get really to some kind of breakthrough. You might get to an important decision in your life, or you might learn something. There is definitely, as I said, the Swords is mental energy. So anything to do with planning, any kind of strategy, any kind of career, or studying again. So it's very, this is a month to charge ahead, to move forward with your plans. When it comes to your thoughts, so what's on your mind, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is an energy of a cycle being completed. There might be this could be good or bad. It depends on your own personal situation. But when the Wheel of Fortune is upright, this means that the wheel is turning. So at least you should not feel stuck. And then with this Knight of Swords, I don't think you will, because as I said, there is this need to move forward. And so with the Wheel of Fortune, there is also a sense of almost destiny, but yeah, so overall it should be increased abundance and good luck and fortune. So it also depends on your karma, but because it's a cycle, so it's when the wheel is turning, you get what you give. So that kind of idea. The way other people will see you, Aquarius, with the lovely Ace of Pentacles. So this is a promise of a brand new start. So people will see you as somebody who has who's prosperous. You're very down to earth. You come across actually possibly as an earth sign in November. So there is this focus on things that matter, things that perhaps are material maybe, or important relationships. And it's almost like you're planting a seed. But overall, there is something being offered to you. It's an offer of gold. There might be it might be a job offer. It might be yeah. So it's abundance, and it's a beginning. It's as I said, it's a seed that you're planting. When it comes to your environment, your loved ones, your friends, family, co-workers, with the Seven of Swords, there might be too many things going on in your environment. So the suggestion is you have to lighten up your load, because not all those plans are achievable or attainable. And there is a bit of a sneakiness, almost like somebody's trying to get away with something. So pay attention. When it comes to your hopes and fears, so this is lovely to see in reverse. So Four of Cups. There should be a new spin on an old situation, something that maybe in the past was uneventful, unexciting, boring, same old, same old. And maybe this is the same relationship, same situation, but there is something you're hoping for, a new angle on this old situation. And it seems like there might be something new coming in. And because this is, as I said, in your position of hopes and fears, so this is I see this as positive. So this is I see this as a hope. I do really think that you might be able to get a new perspective on an old situation, which will be positive. And the overall outcome of your reading, Aquarius, is the lovely Ace of Wands. So you have another ace. So to me, it seems like you're planting something, or at least this is how other people see you, that you're a master builder, you are a doer. And by the end of the month, there should actually be already signs of growth when it comes to something. As I said, whether this is a relationship, like possibly new love, this might be, somebody might be expecting a child, because this there's a lot of fertile energy. This is overall, it's good luck, it's fortune, it's abundance. So it could be a new job. So there's that kind of growth. Could be a growth with a creative project. For those of you that are artists, this is wonderful to see the Star and the Ace of Wands together. And so the behind the scenes energy with the Four of Wands in reverse. This normally is all about love and romance and happy home life. When this is in reverse, it's like you have to, something that needs to be adjusted. And I would say it comes down to this core energy here, that maybe you were pretending that everything was okay in certain situation, and you have to deal with it in the month of November. But the way I see it, you will be able to manage quite all right with this Ace of Wands as the outcome.